Live.
Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the SEA Wheels podcast, where it's been pandemonium everywhere. Julian has a house full of friends playing racing sim, as you can see in the background. And we have a lot to cover in a very short period of time.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be. I mean, unbelievable.
Yeah.
George Russell.
No. Forget everything. We need to address the elephant in the room, which is the very obvious thing which happened last week, is that
What is?
Audi is back in the World Endurance Championship.
Who cares? We're talking
Shut the fuck
Formula
up!
One.
Shut the fuck up! Audi and Peugeot are back in the World Endurance Championship. I don't care what happened in Formula One. World Endurance
Blah blah
Championship.
blah blah blah.
No, man.
That's what it is.
Anyway, no, that was a bit of a joke, but that did actually happen last week.
I
Audi
did.
announced,
It's wonderful. Seriously,
it's seriously wonderful.
it's such a great news.
Like they're pulled out
Such
of
great news.
so many manufacturers have started pulling out of Formula E. Audi's coming back to World Endurance Championship. They're going to go do Dakar Rally as well, which is really, really exciting. And Peugeot this year announced they're going to be back in the World Endurance Championship. So we're going to see those classic.
And I'm as hard as I was when I was 12 years old. So wow, what a year!
What a year! So
No, seriously,
we're finishing
unbelievable.
we're finishing the year off with some pretty exciting shit in terms of World Endurance Championship. But
Yeah,
let's be real. Let's address the Formula One. Gosjean, what the fuck, bro?
yeah, we didn't think we haven't talked about that crash, right? I mean, as everybody has, and you can find any information you want. But seriously, he went through the fucking barrier.
Yeah,
That is just unbelievable.
it was
Like,
incredible once
he was on one side of the fence, right?
Yeah,
And then by the time he was jumping out of the car, he lost one shoe
yeah.
and was jumping from the other side of the fucking fence.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
That was the thing that I found amazing, because when I first saw the replays of him jumping out of the car, I thought he was jumping on from trackside to infield. And he he was jumping from infield to
Infield
trackside.
back to the track.
I'm like,
He actually his whole cell, like the life cell or whatever, went through and beyond the freaking fence. It's just unbelievable.
It's incredible, man.
I mean, come on. I mean, there's something wrong with the fence, obviously, or whatever, but wow, he went through the fence and he was jumping on. And remember, he lost a freaking shoe. 53 G's impact.
Like the internal bruising he would have had from that would have been brutal.
No, unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Absolutely incredible. But man, like, I mean, that like the fact that when you saw the extinguished car and
you saw the ball of fire. Remember, we were watching it together. The ball of fire and the gas we had, like,
it was mental. I mean, let's be fair. It was Grosjean being Grosjean.
No, it wasn't Gosjean being Gosjean. It was, like the whole pack in front of him.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if you look at security and at safety and all of that, I mean, he had no clue somebody was on the right of him.
Yeah, and you could.
I mean, that spot, right, where you cannot see anything, is just like so huge.
Yeah.
He had no clue that Kvyat was there. He had absolutely no clue.
Yeah.
But in front of him, the whole pack, he was like catching that to them so fast.
Yeah.
That he wanted to go get on the outside. There's no blame to be had there. Seriously.
No.
Apart from maybe we should get those rear mirrors a bit bigger so that they can see a bit more, so that it's a bit less like of those angles.
Yeah.
Or actually let the race manager or race engineers to actually tell them what's happening around them.
Well, what's interesting? You mentioned that, but in World Endurance Championship, the GT and LM cars, the LMP cars, they've actually got detectors to tell you when there's a car next to you because they
Yeah.
can't see shit
So
out
maybe
of that car.
that is something that might happen. I mean, seriously,
Yeah,
again. I don't. It's not the fault of the driver. He
yeah,
went across because he thought that there was nobody around or anything like this. So,
yeah.
and he could not. He seriously would not have any clue anybody would be around him.
Yeah, and like I mean, I was saying it's Grosjean being Grosjean. I mean, that's a bit unfair, but the reality is like he took
No.
a really
Now we see.
yeah, he went
The
to
thing is,
a really
now we see
aggressive
Grosjean being Grosjean, and nobody wants to say anything negative
yeah,
because of what happened. But yeah, it's still for me. I mean, come on, stop milking the fucking cow.
yeah. Like you can completely understand. Like you said, it was a blind spot, and because he went all the way from the left because it was just crazy there. People were like,
Yeah,
it,
yeah, it was just a big slowdown. I mean,
yep,
he had no other thing.
yeah, it
If
was
he
like
wanted,
3 and 4 right wide through turn one, and like
and you know what, all kudos to him because you put your foot down to the pedal, right? To the
yeah,
metal, pedal to the metal, right? Is the expression I think.
yeah,
And then it's just go all the way in, and then you see somebody slowing down in front of you, you overtake.
yeah.
That's the
That's
And
exactly
when you don't know what's happening on your right,
mm,
because anyway they usually start at the very back of the grid.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened. And yeah, he went across, met, the wheels met, and yeah, whatever happened happened. But
It's really interesting. I've been listening to a few analyses as well of that, and the interesting thing about that is the fuel cell is totally intact, still full of fuel from that.
okay,
You know what actually went up? It's it
the
was
pipes, yeah.
yeah, it was the fuel in the fuel
Well,
collector and the pipe.
it's the full, you know what? It's the full back end of the engine
But the back end was
of the
fine.
car.
You saw the car split in half, and the back end was fine. There was no fire.
Split in
But
half. That was just
but the but
so incredible.
But a lot of experts they've been saying, yeah, that doesn't look like a lot of fuel exploding. So it was the fuel in the fuel collector and the
Uh,
lines that went up, but the rest you saw the back half of the car with the engine and everything was fine.
mm.
And the fuel cell was actually still intact,
It's
full of fuel.
incredible, incredible,
Yeah,
guys, incredible, incredible. What happened was incredible in many the ways, any way you look at it. But it was just, it's just a big reminder that those guys they risk their lives.
yeah, yeah,
And I'm not gonna be ones to be like they're gladiators and they're just like the blah, blah. You know what? They're paid very well. They love the thing that they do. They're passionate. They wouldn't be there if they didn't. And stop considering them like heroes
yeah,
for doing what they do. They're not heroes. They just love what they do.
yeah,
You
exactly.
know, we all can do things that are beyond you know the line or beyond the expectations and all of this, and that's what they do week in week out.
Yeah,
And stop considering them like heroes. They're not heroes.
they're just
I
the best
mean,
of the best. They're the best of the best.
yeah, they're the best of the best, and they want they want it. They want to reach it. So
They'll get back
yeah,
in the car and they'll do it
yeah.
all over again. It's
For
like
me, they're not heroes. Seriously, like don't treat them as superheroes.
you can
They're
consider
really great drivers.
you
That's
can
what they do
consider
well.
the
They're great
battles.
athletes.
Yeah, you can consider the battles and things that they have heroic. You know, like when I look at the Audi Peugeot battles in World Endurance Championship, really heroic
Hmm.
battles. But
Hmm.
they're not heroes. They're just the best at what they do.
No, yeah, they're the best at what they do, and it's you know, it's like Michael Jordan, right? Is for me my like an idol for me. Like, and I love what it represents. I love the brand as well, and that's why I collect those shoes and everything, right? But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
at the end of the day, he's not a hero. He's not like superior or inferior or anything to me or anybody out there,
He's just a guy.
right? It's
He's
just,
just a
yeah,
guy.
he's just a guy, and so are all those Formula One drivers. Then let's get back to fucking George Russell.
Well, I mean,
Come on,
for weeks we've been talking about
FP1,
George Russell.
FP2, man.
The guy's on
No, but
top now. He's
seriously,
not. He's. I mean, this is FP1 and FP2. Where we can't talk about the race. But
Sure.
the guy is at least 1.5 tenths ahead of
And
everyone.
I think
And Bottas behind
okay.
behind the
Yes.
Red Bulls, and he
Yes.
was 10th in FP2.
Yeah, and I understand that there's a lot of sandbagging from Red Bull, and Mercedes actually caught that bullshit,
Oh, really?
and yeah,
What
yeah, they
happened?
did.
What happened? Something I've missed.
Oh, yeah, you know that it's a big opportunity for Red Bull right now, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah,
they don't have Hamilton in front of them.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um, and so they're sandbagging a little bit, saying, oh, entering the weekend, saying, nah, we have a slow car, there's no way we can,
yeah.
be there, and blah blah blah. And they have, a super performant car, because again,
Albon as
their
well.
arrow
Albon is
is just the arrow is brilliant. Yeah, Albon is being 1/10 behind Verstappen and all of
yeah,
this.
yeah,
No, no,
yeah,
no, unbelievable. All of all of it is just unbelievable.
yeah,
But the thing is, at the end of the day, Russell being in front and a tenth ahead of Verstappen and ahead of Bottas,
yeah,
um, is, I think, especially ahead of Bottas, is just Mercedes trying to play a game. So I think Bottas pre-pressing 1 and 2 was actually on a very different, fuel, different strategy. So with Bottas, because they know what the hype is about.
yeah,
So they're sandbagging twice, is what I'm saying.
yeah, yeah, yeah. There's some funny games going because
Yeah,
Hamilton's won the championship. Um, Mercedes have got the constructors championship. It's no risk for them. They're fucking
there's
around.
no risk anymore. It's
Yeah,
finished.
they're just
The whole
fucking around.
championship, and so I think they're playing games now.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah,
but yeah, it's gonna be interesting. This race is just gonna be. I just love it because I think this race is gonna be very exciting about what's happening and
and
what's gonna be beyond.
it's basically an oval as well, so it's going to be like really fun to see what happens there.
Yeah, who doesn't like a novel?
I mean, an F1 oval is
No, I
definitely a
think
big
I
one
think
for
it's
people
also,
to.
what I'm saying is here is that it's interesting to see that, like, the US loves the oval,
Yeah,
and Europe is not knowledgeable about this. It's like we don't know ovals,
yeah,
and then we're gonna get a glimpse of it this race. So
yeah.
hopefully it's gonna be fun. That what I'm really worried about is that it's actually this race is not gonna be interesting at all, because it's so hard, and every driver is gonna tell you that it's so hard to follow another car, because
It's all
you know
straights. There's like
yeah.
three really massive straights.
Well, it's 11 turns, right? But
Yeah,
yeah, it's a lot of straights, and it's a lot of. But the thing is, during those 11 turns, you cannot follow another car because there's so much turbulence, right?
yeah,
And this is where I'm a little bit worried, because I think we might actually, it might be a very loose race, because you cannot follow, you cannot overtake, because
yeah.
on those 11 turns you have no downforce, because you cannot follow another car,
Well, it's all
which
about
is the big
qualifying.
problem.
It's
Yeah,
all
which
about
is,
qualifying.
and qualifying is going to be, uh, you know,
It's
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 going to be fucking interesting
it's
qualifying,
it's like
because
Monaco in reverse. You know what I mean?
for many things, qualifying is going to be interesting. Because yeah, Monaco in reverse, as you said.
Mm,
But also because it's going to be a very, like, a kind of shadow game with all the teams differently, like, working together.
yeah.
It's a short. It's a 55. Well, qualifying should be under 55 seconds,
Well, I was looking at
and that's something that we don't know in
Well, I
Formula
was
One.
looking at even Russell. Russell was putting in a 54.7.
Hmm.
54.7. That's a short.
I
There's,
want
there's
I want
81.
him to win.
Yeah, I want him to win, but there's 81 laps in this in tomorrow's race, which by the
87
way,
laps. Yeah,
for us is shit because it's going to be at midnight. The race starts at midnight for us. So
that's fine, because Monday is a pubic holiday, so
okay, I might watch it then. I might watch it.
in Thailand anyway.
I've got a public holiday on Wednesday, which
But
doesn't really.
well, actually, you know what? I've got Monday, Thursday, and Friday next week as pubic holidays.
Well done. But dude, George Russell, man. I mean, we've been talking about him for weeks about what exactly, Mercedes. We talked about, they have a contract with Williams who said, we give you a discount for the engines, but if we need Russell, you let him go. And fucking hell,
I
like,
mean, it's not a given also, but everything happened. Everything was discussed, and everything was happened. It's just unbelievable. Seriously
yeah.
unbelievable. But it's
But
gonna be, yeah.
man, I'm really, really psyched to see that Russell just gets in the car and he goes and he's first. I mean, it says everything. It's like it's the proof because we're always saying, like, is he a future champion? He gets in the car. Yep, of course, he's first straight away.
Now the thing is FP1, FP2, FP3. We don't know yet.
Yeah,
We will know at qualifying. That's why qualifying is so interesting. That's it. Because we don't know what I think Mercedes has been sandbagging a
yeah,
lot, because they know that, again, Red Bull has been they have been sandbagging.
yeah,
So yeah, they let Russell out wild while they're really running the programs of FP1 and FP2 with um, with Bottas. So
mm,
that's what happened.
yeah.
Hmm.
I think it's
Hey, get me wine, bitch.
I think it's a really
I've got slaves,
you've got slaves.
and it's fine because they're not black. They're French. They're Caucasian. They're white guys, slaves.
Oh, okay.
So I'm still okay. In front of everybody's eyes.
See, everyone talks about slavery as this really bad thing, but slavery in the bedroom is a totally different thing, you know.
Oh my God, yes. Bonjour.
But yeah, I'm really excited to see what the hell Russell can do during the race.
I want to see qualifying because we haven't seen anything actually. We've seen Russell on top because I think it's Mercedes trying to thanks bitch. And um but yeah, no, what I mean is that we've seen the way they've behaved about it and what they've done about it, but I think they're still sandbagging, so they let Russell go out wild while they're really doing the race strategy with Bottas,
Yeah,
to kind of spraying him as a surprise,
yeah,
which I think is, no, I mean honestly, Bottas, if Bottas isn't first, oh yeah, the first of the Mercedes in qualifying, yeah, it's a very poor reflection on himself.
yeah. I would say
to
so.
to all my critics,
To all my critics.
uh, let me suck your finger.
Yeah, yeah. But man, like I really want Russell to go well. I really want him to do well.
Oh, I want him to go well. Yeah, also. Everybody's rooting for him.
Yeah,
Everybody's rooting for him. It's like the opportunity of lifetime, and his
exactly.
approach to it is just so good. Like I'm just going to enjoy it. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not going to take anything negative or whatever. I'm just going to enjoy it. I've got a fast car.
To
I'm
be
I'm driving. I'm driving Lewis Hamilton. You know, the legendary. I must say now, even
yeah,
now,
yeah.
Lewis Hamilton, the guy who's man. Imagine, even if I could touch that car, I would be like almost tears in my eyes
It would be
just to
incredible.
touch that car. Imagine being like all out about it, like all your whole life, you know, and then you sit in that car and then you get to enjoy it. It just wow, it's the right attitude as well.
You're in the
George,
fastest car on the grid. Um, you know, the like you said, the legendary Hamilton's car of the grid. And like you don't want to fuck that up.
No, no, but I think it's the other way around, and I think for me, my perception anyway, or my understanding is that it is just saying that I'm gonna sit in there, I'm gonna do my best.
Yeah,
My best doesn't. I don't know where my best is because
yeah,
there's no way he can know where his best is.
yeah,
But you know, sitting in your hero car,
Yeah.
Just that. It's just unbelievable. I mean, okay, the rest is the details that he's a size 11 and he's gotta go one size down so he can drive the car because he's so much bigger than Hamilton and
Yeah.
blah, blah. All of this is all the details that maybe make a legend in the future. But seriously, imagine what he's doing. Imagine getting in his shoes, like someone who is an absolute fan of Formula One, a big fan of, has to be of Hamilton, and just getting the honor of sitting in his car. It's just beyond anything.
I know it is literally as a racer, it's like the opportunity of a lifetime. The
It's
fact that
crazy.
it was awarded to Russell, they didn't give it to Stoffel Van Dorn, they didn't give it to
And
Gutierrez, they
and
gave it
I,
to
I'm so happy that they did. And
Russell.
then that's the second part. So yeah, you're right. That's the second part. Like he yeah, I can't wait. I just think we have three new drivers on the grid in the end because
Well,
of all this.
we have, and this is the
It's
other.
unbelievable.
This is the other amazing thing. We have a Fittipaldi back in F1.
Fittipaldi, Fittipaldi is back in F1,
Third
but
generation
Atkin as well. Yeah,
Fittipaldi. Yeah,
Atkin. Yeah,
and
this is
Aitken.
great.
Yeah, but we have a third generation Fittipaldi. This is the first time
We
it's
do,
ever happened
we do.
that you have a Fittipaldi
Go
racing
and
again.
visit her.
I'll let you do your
Yeah,
thing. But it's the third generation. That is incredible to have another Fittipaldi in the field, and it's great to have Aitken on the field. And you saw next year for at Haas, Schumacher is going to be back at Haas. Back at
he will be
we'll have
back in
another,
your ass.
yeah, we'll have another Schumacher back in the F1 field. It's fantastic. Like I'm so excited for next year. I'm so
Oh,
excited for
man,
this race.
it's gonna be unbelievable. It is already unbelievable today.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just, man, we're gonna enjoy this so much.
Oh yeah. I'm like, I mean, we're not even doing this podcast like a podcast. This is just two fucking kids in a candy store as far as like spectating, spectating a race is concerned, Like
Yeah.
it's it's incredible. I'm so unbelievably excited, I mean, the other thing I can say as well is like, I don't know how much more I've got to talk about. We've said it, like we've had this amazing thing that happened with Grosjean, and one thing I want to talk about the Grosjean is how like a lot of the drivers are talking about, oh man, it was really bad that they televised it so much. They're like it's disrespectful and blah blah blah. Like Vettel was actually one of the ones saying it, but you know
No,
what?
no, Ricardo was the most vocal guy about this.
Mm.
Like disgusting how they, uh, you know,
You know what I've got to say to that? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
yeah, I don't know. I understand how it can be hurtful to them, but I mean, it's at the end of the day, it was very, there wasn't that much gap between the crash itself and seeing those images of Grosjean getting out of the car and being okay, right?
Yeah,
So, like don't push it. Is I agree with you. Don't push it.
yeah.
Don't try to make a big thing out of a. You know, what's really important is him getting okay, and they did show that very quickly. So
Yeah, but I mean, that goes to
yeah.
show. I mean, this puts the Halo discussion to bed. The Halo saved Grosjean. End of
Mm,
story.
I love
End of.
going to bed.
You love going to bed. So
Oh
do I.
man, oh man. I'm gonna call you tomorrow, man.
You're gonna call me tomorrow, or you're gonna call me
Yeah,
tonight?
no, no, tomorrow.
Okay. I'm gonna be very busy tonight, as you can tell.
Oh, we're still in the podcast. Oh my
Oh yeah, we're
god.
still in the podcast.
We're gonna call you together
You're
tomorrow.
gonna call me later. Okay.
Comment
Wonderful.
ça va, Malo? Qu'est-ce que tu veux, Malo? Sorry, just yeah. That's just you gotta.
This podcast is a shambles. We have both of us have got guests in the podcast.
Oh my
Cheers.
God, Garcia, you look good.
Uh, she can't hear you. Hang on. Maybe Raisha can take over for now because I've got to go to the bathroom.
Gracia looks good.
Really?
Yeah, you can.
The
Oh my god.
I've got to go to the bathroom.
Kunerica.
Oh, look, it's Vincent.
Hi. Where's the camera?
Hi.
Hi.
camera is in front of you. It's like a blowjob, you know, like get in front of the microphone.
Okay, so who is that?
C'est comme l'appellation.
So who's
I, uh,
that?
it's my friend. Yeah, my friend Vincent. You will meet him when you come here.
Oh, are we planning to come to Bangkok or something?
No, we are at some stage, aren't you?
Oh yeah, true. What are we
No,
gonna
no,
do?
no. I am also planning to come to see you guys as soon as possible. As soon as the craziness of the freaking COVID is happening. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll be there as soon as possible.
Okay, so actually, what is this podcast about?
Uh, usually Formula One, but
Oh, this is about the burning car that
oh, did
happened.
you see that? That was
Well,
scary, right?
yeah. Like, what is actually happening? Why? How could a car like burn like that?
I don't
Did you
know.
watch it?
I don't know. The car got really hot.
Yeah, and
The same way
so
you get really hot when you see Eric. So
right. Okay.
right. Oh, not so much then. Okay. So yeah, no, this is just like that the car split in half, and I
Yeah.
think like the tank side and the
Mm.
it's highly flammable fuel, right? It's not the fuel
Mm.
that we get in our cars anyway. So just went crazy.
Yeah. And so I was talking to Eric that I think if you want to make a podcast, something like that, you really have to make it right away, like a day after, or maybe like hours after, because like it's so happening, like people are gonna watch it, you know?
I think mm, yes and no, because at the end of the day we want like this. Most of the podcast will wave on that wave, or ride on that wave, kind of thing. Um, it's actually I think better to take the time and listen to a few other opinions, and then have an opinion that is not
Yeah,
not just like
accurate.
so
Yeah.
hard, like
Yeah.
just from the event happening. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So did you get any review like before you doing this you were talking about what actually happened there, like what happened with the car?
Not so much actually, because it's an accident at the end of the day, right? So no, um, the reaction of the car and all of this, it's just like those are the results.
Yeah.
It's not the cause, right? So we need to look at the roots of the problem itself,
Hmm.
because it doesn't really matter to look at the result,
Yeah.
as much. It's just getting back to, hey, ah, hey, viens par là, viens par là, viens par là, viens dire bonjour, bonjour,
Bonjour.
hello,
Hello.
hello.
Uh,
He's one of my friend's son.
oh, it's not yours. I thought it's yours.
It actually is really mine, but he doesn't know, so please. Shh.
Hey, that's your business. Your business is
It
your
is my business.
business. All
So
right.
how are you, Gracia?
Oh, well, I'm good. Like today is actually our anniversary dinner, but it's silly because it's just like 1 month anniversary.
Yeah, that's good. Anything worth. What is it? 1 month. It's like the anniversary. So it's celebration of what, the
So actually, like
clit?
we basically like done with relationship, right? And then somehow like when we were like know each other for a month, and then Eric says that I think we should put a label on us, and I was like, what? Like we were so drunk at that time, and then we went to this, like a street food called nasi uduk. Have you tried before?
No,
Okay, so it's just like
and I don't want to in the future.
like
I'm
no,
kidding.
this is like on the street, and then we eat together. Like one plate is gonna cost you like what, like $2, and then we make it official. Like it was like a month ago, and then we were like, okay, I think we should like have a proper dinner somewhere. So yeah, we're gonna go to Ritz tonight, actually, like in an hour.
Tonight.
Yeah.
Nice. Hey, congratulations
Oh, come on, it's only like a month.
for lending an asshole. But yeah. A lovely asshole.
Okay, okay.
But
Wow.
yeah.
I'm s-
Uh
I'm still waiting my ring though, so don't congratulate us yet.
well, did you give up your other ring?
So I
Before, hey, you know what? You have to, you know, be realistic. Give him your other ring. I'll give up the other ring before you can get the one ring.
What do you mean gave up another ring? What does that even mean?
The one at the very back of you.
What do you mean? What ring?
The anal ring.
We don't have one. I mean, like he can just like go straight to it. Like there is no ring or anything.
Oh my god, Eric, what are you fucking waiting for then?
What are you waiting for? He said.
Me?
Yeah. Oh, so actually, like I very demanding about the ring, so he cannot just get it from the jewelry shop. It has to be like a custom. So it's a bit like
Mm.
pain in the ass. Yeah. Do you want him back?
Talking about pain in the ass. Sorry.
Anyway, it's not pain at all. Like I will take it as a pleasure. So yeah, what we're really talking about in this podcast, this is like a
It's
really
cars.
appropriate.
mostly,
Cars.
mostly sodomy, it seems, but yeah, I don't know.
And you have like so many kids around, so I don't think like I'm begging.
Oh yeah, you know what? You want to see my son,
Of
Alex?
course.
Alex, come say hello. Up.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
His name is Alex.
Yeah, that's my son.
Hello.
Mwah.
How old are you?
He can hear because it's
I
just a
know. I know
yeah,
you can ask,
yeah,
like
yeah,
pretend that he can hear.
yeah. Mm. But yeah,
Okay,
so
so I'm gonna bring the Hulk back. I'm just gonna do my hair
the
and
Hulk.
yeah, he's the Hulk. But he got like a very soft heart. So
Are you a real brunette? Is my question.
what do you mean?
Are you a real brunette?
What do you mean brunette?
Like
Like
here and there?
well, it's what's he talking about? Like a shave. So there's nothing
No,
like
I'm asking just if you're a real brunette or a real blonde or real yeah. I'll see you soon,
yeah.
and I'll
Well,
see you with some of my friends as well.
so we're gonna change our hair actually. Like I'm just gonna be like a all platinum blonde by next week, and Eric gonna have like an aged gray kind of hair. So we're gonna like
And
have a so big transformation with also my surgery next month. So
will
you
you
will.
have surgery next month?
Oh, sorry, I'm gonna have surgery next week. Next.
Next week?
Okay, yeah, next week.
For what's happening next week?
It's gonna be different.
What's going to be different in next week?
Oh, he doesn't tell you yet.
Oh, he tells no.
I'm getting a new boob.
Let me see your boob now.
You want to see my boobs now?
Yes, please
I mean,
go
just
ahead.
like the outside. Yeah, here.
What
But
do you mean the outside?
like
What's
here.
wrong with this?
I
I mean,
know,
come on.
right? I mean, Eric wants big.
Sorry. Show me your boobs again and let me get comfortable.
Okay, you didn't see that?
Oh my god.
Yeah, but you know, Eric wants bigger, so it's like, okay then, 700 cc. Come
But
on.
then you won't fit in the camera anymore.
Okay, like
Oh
Eric
my
already
god.
complained about me taking
Bigger,
over.
bigger, big. Oh my god.
Yeah, right.
It's gonna be okay. That's what he wants actually. I know him. It's like he wants it big enough so his balls there's gonna be satellites around them. You know, like the gravity thing. That's what he wants.
Yeah, whatever you want to say. I mean, okay, just when the travel border open, just like come here, please.
Oh, I'll come
Here
here
and
and I'll
there.
come all over here. And I'm gonna have a lot of fun, and we are gonna have a lot of fun. And I'm not gonna come alone because I just
You got girlfriend or something?
no, I don't have girlfriends.
No, of
I'm
course not.
married. I'm a married man. I've got
I
a
mean, like,
son. I love my wife,
yeah,
and
of
everything
course.
is fine.
I love your wife
But
too. Cheers.
at the end of the day, yeah, there are many. I actually, I have a problem, and I want to expose this to you. I usually attract when I go out, right, with all my
You
friends who
attract
look
gay
like
guys,
shit,
right?
actually. Huh?
You attract
That's
lady
it.
boy.
No, no, lady boys.
You won't go out with them because I have plenty of lady boy.
Oh, you know what? If when I come there, you can have like a dinner with them. They'll be like all over me. This is like unbelievable. It's just I don't understand why, but they're all over me. Whereas the girls,
Yeah.
no, no. They look at me. They're like, no. But lady boys, they're just like all over me all the time. It's just unbelievable.
You get comfortable with it or
Well, I'm married, so it's fine. But
yeah, it's just like doing it for fun, you know. Like at the end of the
no,
in the
yeah. At the end
of
of the
the
day, like
life,
all my friends, they go out, they fuck around, they all do this. At the end of the day, it's also good because I don't fuck around, to my wife. So, and what I do is at least with two or three girls at the same
keep
time.
your pants on, right?
Huh?
Just keep your pants on. Yeah.
Is that what? Okay, I will when I see you.
Of
I'll
course.
try to do that.
All right. Cheers, Julian. I'm just gonna give you.
Saute. You know what?
Yeah.
Lovely to meet you, and I'm sorry that I'm looking forward to meeting you in person,
Yeah, of course.
and it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're gonna do it one day, eventually,
Oh,
right?
we're gonna do it.
Okay, send regrets to your wife and your kid and everybody around there, and have a great weekend. Okay.
Yeah, I love my wife so much. She's gonna have a limp tomorrow. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
It's good. Okay, I'm just gonna give
Take care.
bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Okay, I'm back.
You're back, motherfucker.
The talent is back.
Uh, actually, that's what we should do. We
Yeah.
should evolve this to you know, the odd invite.
Yeah, well, we had Corinne on a while
Of
ago. I think she's actually watching the podcast right now. That was a
I
lot of
see.
fun. Yeah.
I Hey, Karin, show us your sex appeal.
I mean,
Karin,
that would be quite a funny podcast. It's just like us and whatever whatever women we decide to ask in.
yes, that would be fun.
Yeah.
She's a beautiful woman, so yeah, would be great.
You know what I was doing last night? So last night, no. No, legit, I couldn't do that last night. You know why? Because
Too drunk,
yeah,
so you went like this.
I was, I was, I had like way too many sangrias last night, right? A total straight man's drink. But like, but what ended up happening was I came home and I just fell asleep. And like my glasses were somewhere in the bed. I had to try and find them. Like it was hilarious when I
Oh,
woke up the next morning. Because Raisha called me and she's like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good." And she's like, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "I'm in bed."
Sotus.
And she was downstairs. And I'm like, "Oh fuck!" I slept through all my alarms. So yeah.
Yes.
But
Man,
before I went to sleep, I actually was playing Assetto Corsa, and I was
oh, I
yeah,
haven't played as a. I don't have time,
I know.
man.
I have hardly set up my rig. But you know what? Like I was playing Eastern Creek and I was just like failing hard. I was playing the C7 Corvette. I really love that car, right?
Mm.
And I was driving around Eastern Creek and I'm like, why can't I drive this circuit? This is driving me nuts. Like I couldn't drive the circuit. Like I was spinning at the hairpin. It was just it was
No,
bad.
Assetto Corsa is actually the real shit, right? Isn't it? I mean,
It's the real shit,
yeah,
that's for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the real shit. I don't know in reality, but at least in terms of sim playing, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. It's not as. I mean, I was just playing. What's the game we play? Project Cars, just
Yeah.
now, and it's so easy because you just put it in. There's no feedback so much,
The
and
same
when
one
you
with
do spin,
F1
is
2020 is the same, F1 2020 is even easier than Project Cars.
yeah. But you kick my ass, and I felt a little bit upset about this. I haven't played it for a week now. Hmm.
You were actually butthurt that about that. Like we played with Corinne a couple of weeks ago. Well, no, last week actually.
Yeah.
And that was a lot of fun. Like you and me were having some great battles for first and second, and then I just lost it and I came ninth or something like that. But it is the long races because we only do like 5 or 6 laps at a time before we switch circuit and drive.
Yeah. And I think yeah, I don't know. It would be more interesting in a longer. It's not a sprint race.
No, well, it is a sprint
Ok, viens
race.
ici, ouais, bien sûr. Non, 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 on fait. Sorry, we're talking about bitches. Bien sûr, on se fait
Always a good
on
conversation.
commande des trucs à la maison, on bouffe ici. Si c'est la comptable que tu veux, si t'as envie d'un truc stable, etc., que tu vois, sa femme va venir, la mienne vient, c'est bon, elle va être stable, elle va se sentir bien. Just, I want to get my, I want, hmm.
Should we call the podcast
I
there?
want my dick suck. I want to bust a nut.
All right. How about we call the podcast there? Because I think we really did cover the big things, except we didn't talk much about Audi's return and entrance into Dakar Rally.
No, but who gives a shit?
I
So
give it.
yeah,
I
stop,
want to see Peugeot and Audi having those legendary
man,
battles again.
man. I miss you. Come here, come here.
As
Just
soon
do
as Alaska
whatever.
is
Come
open, I'll be
here.
there. We'll do a
Let's
podcast
have,
in person.
cause to introduce you to some guys who just I mean, man, you're gonna be having a lot of fun, and you need to come with Gracia, by the way.
Yeah, I'll come with Aisha. We'll have a look.
Let's do this, and you stay at home with us, and it's gonna be fun.
It's going to be great. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for this pretty brief SEA World
Watch,
podcast. But
watch the freaking qualifying.
yeah,
It's gonna be very interesting because that's gonna be the real
yeah,
reveal of everybody's speed.
yeah,
I do believe that they've been sandbagging with Bottas because they want to get the buzz around it. Like
yeah.
the buzz of FP1, FP2. Let's see FP3. But then really qualifying is going to be what it's about. So
FP3 is in 3 hours, so it'll be interesting to see the results of that.
yes,
Russell is separated from Verstappen in FP2 by 1.2 tenths. So
unbelievable. It's
it's
just so close.
yeah, and it's good to see. I mean, it's like Verstappen. Like arguably, I would still say Verstappen is the fastest driver, but Russell,
Mhm.
first time in a top tier car, I'd say that's pretty good. Pretty fucking good, man. Like seriously.
And if we're really wrong or all about this, Gracia is going to show her pussy on YouTube. So
Oh,
we what? You
I,
know already, right? So yeah, she
I,
she promised already.
oh, okay, fair enough. I was having like an epic piss, so
Mm,
I didn't hear any of it.
mm.
All right, everybody. Thank you
Sharing is
very
caring,
much.
guys.
Remember to like, share, subscribe, or not, whatever. tell us we suck, I'm okay with that too because
Yeah, suck the French boy.
So
'Cause
anyway,
I like it.
thank you everybody, and we'll see
Bye
you again
bye.
next week. Bye.